This is how you make swimmable water in Core. First, let's load up a brand new Core project. If you haven't signed up to Core already, then you can use my link in the description. Next, go down to Core Content, search grass, just to make our scene look a little bit better. So let's search cube, drag that into the scene. I pressed F to zoom in there, and I'm going to press W to move this up, and R to scale it up. Let's just go down here to Core Content once again, type water, and then there's this material here that you can just drag in. And so far, so good. But you notice that you just stand on a cube that has a water material on it. So let's turn off the collisions here on the cube. And now we should just obviously drop through the water. Next, we're going to add a underwater post-process effect. So we're literally just going to drag this onto the cube in the hierarchy. We're going to reset the scale. And then if you don't see this underwater post-process effect, you can press V on your keyboard and you'll notice that it's off. So we need to drag this up, and it just so happens that the position in the Z axis needs to be 50. We should be able to jump in this, and it will have all the physics, all the animations playing, but we're not done just yet. There's some settings I want you to be aware of. So first off, you can go to underwater post-process effect and you can change all sorts of things. So whenever you're in the water, you can just get rid of the sunlight, you can change the distortion speed, all sorts of stuff that you should play around with. I like to turn down the fog density personally, just because I think it's a bit too much by default. And the next thing I wanted to show you is how to actually customize this water. So you can go to Cube, New Custom Material, and if you just hit this little Find an Asset Catalog icon, you'll see right here, we've created a new material. And let's just rename that by, you can either just click once or you can double click and then change it up here. And I'm going to call it Bucks Water. Now this is where it gets really powerful. You can change the depth color, the shallow color, all sorts of settings here. So if you wanted a lighter water that looks a little bit less like a default one, you can go with a deep color. Let's just go with something super blue. And then something maybe a little bit lighter. And you can change all sorts of stuff like the wave speed. You can really slow it down here to, let's just do like 0.1. And you'll see it barely moves. And to get it away from that default looking water, I usually typically will change the shape around just so that it looks a little bit different. And you really need to mess around with this to kind of get the look that you want. And just to show you how far you can go with all those settings, you can get all the way up to looking like a Legends of Zelda type water. So once you start just playing around with the settings, you'll start slowly getting to that look that you want. Hopefully that helps. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you want to see more tutorials like this. Thanks for watching.